Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you had a great break. Today we are back with week 19 of CC Cycle 1, and for math we are learning the area of a circle. And so we are going to be wrapping up the last final part of our tune that we've been singing for all of the area formulas to 99 bottles. And this last part for the area of a circle sounds like this. The area of a circle equals pi 3.14 times the radius squared. The area of a circle equals pi 3.14 times the radius squared. And that is a wrap for our whole tune for area formulas. Next, we have English, and for English, we're wrapping up our tune as well. We have been singing all of the helping verbs to the tune of This Old Man, and this is the last week, and so this week we are adding on shall, will, and can. And so the tune sounds like this all together. Helping verbs, the helping verbs are do, does, did, has, have, had, may, must, might, should, could, would, and shall, will, can. And so that is the last part for week 19, helping verbs. For history, we are learning about the Anasazi, otherwise called the ancestral Pueblo. We are going to learn this to a tune that CC already provides. So we are going to be bobbing as we rock back and forth to that tune. So it'll kind of go like an up and down rock back and forth to the tune. And I also have some hand motions that we'll be putting together, and so they look like this. When we say Anasazi, we will be doing the hand motion for Native American. So we'll go from here to here. So Anasazi. And then we have of Southwestern United States. And for that part of the song, we're going to do United States, but instead of doing it up here or north like we did last week, this time we're going to pull it down to the south. So we can do Southwest. Okay, so Southwestern United States, we'll do that low towards our hips. And then the next portion of that is how they built adobe villages. And so we're going to do adobe villages. So one here and one here as we do that part of the tune. This is the ASL sign for village. And then we have in caves. So the ASL sign for caves is to take two C's and your dominant hand is in front and that hand moves forward to show the length of a cave. Okay, so in caves and on the sides of cliffs. And so this is the ASL sign for cliff. You just have a flat hand and you take this hand over the edge of it and down like you're going down a cliff. So in caves and on the sides of cliffs. And that is from 500 BC to 1200. And those are the motions for this week's history. So those are two different options of how you could cover history this week. For Latin, we are going to go back to how we covered Latin for our third declensions and the previous part of this year. And I have a little stuffed animal puppy, and this puppy's name is Bingo. I had a different puppy for the last time, and I'll probably use that same puppy just to keep it consistent. Any puppy stuffed animal that you have will do, and you name it Bingo. And for the sake of matching the tune that CC provides to these third declension noun endings. So we will have our dog Bingo, and then Bingo gets passed around the room as we sing all of the third declensions to the tune of Bingo. So various east, E-M-A, various east, E-M-A. And then our plural is ace, ibis, ace, ibis, ace, ibis, ace, ibis, ace, ibis, ace, ibis. And then we go around as we sing the tune. Okay, for our timeline, we have Lincoln's, we're going to make an L, Lincoln's War between the states. Then we have the reconstruction of the southern states. This is an S, and we're just going to move it down for southern. Then we have the Dominion of Canada. The sign for Canada is to grab your collar of your shirt and shake it back and forth like this. So the Dominion of Canada. Then we have Otto von Bismarck unifies Germany. So we're going to do the sign for unify, and we're going to move it like this, unifies Germany. The sign for Germany is to take your hands like this and lock your right hand through the pinky and ring finger of your left hand and go like this. So Otto von Bismarck unifies Germany. And then we have the Boer. We're going to make a B for Boer. Boer wars in Africa. And then we have the Spanish-American War. And what we're going to do for that is do just an S and an A for the sake of time. So Spanish-American War. And then the last one is the Progressive Era. So we're just going to move our hands one and forward of the other as we get further away from us progressing. And next we have geography, and for geography this week I am going to play some Mesoamerican music while we do show me, tell me. So the music will be on quietly in the background as I point to all the different locations and then have the students point and tell me in return. And the song that we're going to listen to is called Aztec Empire, and I just found that on Spotify. I can put the details for that in the description, but we're going to listen to that while we do geography on our laminated maps that we use for our CC community with dry erase markers. And then last but not least, we have science. And for science, we are learning what are some ocean zones. And so we're going to do a little bit of hand motions as we just chant it. And so we're going to do epipelagic. Then the next one we have is mesopelagic. Then we have bathypelagic. And the last one all the way down towards the ground is abyssopelagic. So what are some ocean zones? Some ocean zones are epipelagic, mesopelagic, bathypelagic, and abyssopelagic, all the way down towards the ground. That's all of our memory work for this week. It's short and simple, and it will be a great welcome back for week 19. We are going to play a game of tic-tac-toe this week for bingo, where we split the class in 2 teams, and then we will probably ask a bonus question from previous weeks to see which team goes first. And basically what happens is you assign an X and an O to each team, and then you take turns answering questions. If the team gets their question right, they get to put their mark on the tic-tac-toe board, and the first to get 3 in a row, as typical, is the winner. This is a great week for tic-tac-toe because we're just reviewing this week. So this week's information will fill up that tic-tac-toe board pretty good. You'll have 2 extra questions to ask, and I'm just planning to ask something from either our science and art that we learned this week, or something else that we learned within that day. You can think of any creative way to ask extra bonus questions. You could just go further from previous weeks too. But that is how we're going to do our review for this week, week 19. Hope that is helpful, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week for week 20. Bye.